So, hi zusammen, grüße euch an diesem schönen, sonnigen, frühlingshaften Freitagnachmittag. Willkommen zur Pressekonferenz mit unserem Cheftrainer Albert Riera. 2 Tage vor unserem nächsten Heimspiel in der Bundesliga. Am Sonntag um 17:30 Uhr empfangen wir den SC Freiburg im Deutsche Bankpark, der ausverkauft ist. Wenige Restkarten, wirklich einzelne, gibt es in unserer Ticketbörse, in unserer Meine Aquila-App und auf eintracht.de. Schiedsrichter am Sonntag ist Christian Dingert und das Spiel wird auf DAZN und im Audiokommentar auf Eintracht FM übertragen. Coach, I said that we expect a fully crowded Deutsche Bank Park on Sunday against Freiburg. What do you expect from the team on Sunday?
As always, I don't need to hear this. I'm sure that it will be full, and the people is fully motivated, like us, like in the team, like the players, because we start a new love together. And I'm sure that outside on the stadium also they have this feeling. It's a new start. It's something that we want to create something beautiful. I said the first day I want that they feel proud on the way how we play. Of course, all of us we want to win. We want result. We want points. But at the end, is the way how you doing the things. And I want that everybody feel proud around the club how we doing and how we are playing, so that the people feels identified. On this way.
Perfekt, thank you very much. Dann starten wir mit eurer Fragerunde. Your questions, please, for Albert Riera. Ingo Dustewitz von der Frankfurter Rundschau.
So, Mr. Riera, Johnny and Carly are back and fit. So what are your plans? Maybe both together on the pitch?
We start an individual questions. You know that I don't like to individual. I understand, of course. But I like to talk about the team. I am with them a lot of hours every day, and not only I'm watching them how they are training, also I smell them. The perfume is also the perfume, the eyes. I look at them, and I know exactly what they need, how they feel, and that's why I take decisions. Sometimes the decisions are not only technically or tactically. They are also depends of the understanding, I will say, the understanding. And now we are in a moment that we are knowing each other. They are knowing the concepts. They are understanding. I'm always telling them, please ask. You have to ask the reason that we're doing the things. Today we need a new exercise on filtering passing. Filtering passing is the exercise that with different corridors. No, and you cannot play in a back corridor. You need to play only in front, and then. Every time before the exercise and after the exercise, we explain and we talk about the reason why we're doing the things. And the players exactly the same, because these exercises, they are giving them tools, this knowledge to play better their game. My target is to, now we go to individual players, is to make better individually, and then collective we can be better. And I can feel the progress on all the players. Individually, what I can say is that now we're talking, or I can see and I can detect, now we're talking about the new position of Doan, we are talking about the new position of Nene, we can talk a new position of Kali, that Kali, he can play in a different position because the way how we play, how I understand our game, our style, the wingers, they are not only wingers staying on the line. Our wingers, they are the second strikers. The other day against Bayern, we could see every time we drop or we are playing with the false 9, and not even with the false 9, when we are attacking, I see the wingers like a real striker, like a second striker. So Kali is a striker, he can play as a second striker. So we can use him on this way. And talking about these players that they can play in different positions, I love it, because if you have more players that can play in different roles, then you need less quantity. You just need more quality players. So this is good for them. And when I am trying to change, now we were talking about Nene that changed a little bit his role, or the one that changed a little bit his role on the team, is because the players, if you don't tell them anything, they will say, okay, I have my position, I'm a winger, and that's it. But if I see something else on this player, this is my responsibility to make him better. Because I said to all of them, I said, don't be close to just one position. When I was a player, you were asking me, no, I'm a winger. Yeah, but 10 years later came Mancini and they said, no, I don't play with wingers, I play with wingback. Do you know how to play wingback? No. But if I will know, maybe I will play with him. But I didn't, and then I didn't play with him. So I'm preparing my players not only to play with Albert, I'm preparing my player for another level. So if Nene can do 3 roles, I'm teaching him how to do 3 roles. If Doan can do 2 roles, better than 1. So Mancali and so all of them. So when I see some player that can give more, I like to try, because this is knowledge. This is good for the future of the player. This is knowledge for them, information, and at the end, this is good for the team.
Christopher Michel von Absolut Fußball.
Yes, hello, coach. Now you are playing against Freiburg, and they have with Grifo a great set piece taker, and you had problems against Bayern Munich with set pieces. Is this a topic you will make more clear to the team with that there are not so many set pieces from Grifo?
Yeah, set pieces is a 30%. We're talking about more or less. There are teams that they are a little bit more, something that a little bit less, but it's around 30% of football, offensive and defensive. So, of course, 30% is a lot. You need to work it. You need to do it properly. But I'm always saying that on the set pieces, it's more important the behavior of the player than the positioning. So we need to work on not only on the positioning, because we are a team that is marking. We mark 3 players in zone, or 4 or 5 players in zone, depending on the opponent, and then another player's blocking, more man to man. So it's a little bit mix, let's say. But I believe more on the behavior. So you can have the best positioning in the world, but if my behavior is soft, you will concede goals. And you can have a bad positioning, but if your behavior is good, maybe you will not concede. So it's more important the behavior of the players than the positioning. So what I believe, that the players, they will be concentrated. The players, they know exactly what they have to do on set pieces. This week we prepare. It was only one training about the set pieces at the start of the week, so we know exactly defending and offensive what we have to do. So I repeat, we are trying to put in the best position the players, but they have to do their job on the behavior.
Phil Hofmeister vom Hessischen Rundfunk.
Hello, Coach. Looking at Sunday's game, if you look at the standings and you see your opponent 2 points ahead of you at the 7th place, which at the end of the season might benefit for taking place in a European club tournament, the importance of that game, the little pressure that is on there, what about your communicational approach before that game? Do you like to let your players actively know about that kind of pressure, or do you play it down in a way to take it away from them?
Which points are not important? All of them, they are important. But when we are preparing a game, we prepare exactly the same when we play against Bayern, when we play against Freiburg, and when we play against Wolfsburg or Heidenheim. It doesn't matter. We're going to prepare exactly in the same way, because the points are the same important. 3 points. No, because when you play against Bayern, it will be 4 points, and then the next one, or this game is 4 points. Of course, it's a direct rival at the moment. But what we have to do is to be focused on ourselves. Go game by game, and every game is important. 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. So now we have, until the international break, we have these 4 games, very, very important. We're going to try to get as many points as possible, to win all the games if possible. And as I said, the pressure, we don't feel the pressure, and I will tell you why. Because we are just focused on the thing that we have to do and what we can control. The rest, we are not thinking. I'm not looking for the table. I know the at the end of the season how many points I want, what I want to do. So for me, I'm thinking is to win every single game, focus on this and not on the table. If we're doing a lot of good things every single game, I'm sure that we will win a lot of points. So focus, the same like in the result. We have to win tomorrow. Concentrate on win. What it means win. 90 minutes doing a lot of good things. Defending when we don't have the ball, and the things that we have to do with the ball, how to surprise the opponent.
Felix Breiner von RTL Hessen und dann Uli Sigmerger von der Bild.
Hello, Albert. I know you don't like to talk about individual players, but I want to try to ask a question about Ritz Dorn, who seemed a little bit unlucky in the past few weeks, but now he's playing where he's facing his ex-club. Does that could give him more extra motivation?
If this gives more extra motivation, I will be unhappy with him, and I will tell him, because he has to be happy every single minute of his life. Why? First, because he's a football player, the most beautiful profession in the world. You are playing in a fantastic club with a fantastic team. You know what you have to do with the ball, without the ball. So that he played there and is his ex club, yeah, good. But this doesn't need to give him more. what he has to be focused on, and to give us a lot of things to help to win the team. So I want the players that they are concentrate, independent, and they are happy, independent what is the opponent. And I can say that I can guarantee you that my players, they play on the same way. It doesn't matter who is the rival. So tomorrow you will see exactly the same players that how we finish against Bayern. They will start also against Freiburg. It doesn't matter the opponent. We have to play on the same way, with the same intensity, the same attitude, because this is the minimum that we have to do. And then after, if with the ball we are better one day than another, okay, we can accept. But as a team, the attitude to give everything, to know, to have clear the concept, what to do with the ball, without the ball, this has to be always the same.
Hello, Coach. For sure you wouldn't tell us about the starting 11, but is coming back to Jonathan Burkhardt, is he physically ready to be on the pitch from the beginning on?
He's in perfect shape, I will say. Fantastic. He's been working lately really, really well. And we will decide tomorrow who will play, who will start. But he's able. And then also we could see how we finished the game the other day against Bayern. I would like to mention how we finished this game. I don't see many teams losing 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 there and changing the game. So this showed the character and the personality of this team. For me, especially after 2-0, not after the 3-0, but 2-0, it was some moment that I say, now I want to see my team. Because our victory was to keep playing on the same way. We're losing 1-0, we're losing 2-0. And I said, now I will see my team believe on the idea. We didn't change anything, we keep playing on the same way. And the team went on this way. And we were back to the game. Because the team, I am on the side of the players. I look, if I would be there, and I said, 2-0, maybe the plan is not working. You know what? The coach said one thing, I will do another thing. Because it can happen. Now the players, they keep going on the same way. So for us, the victory last game, it was this one. To keep playing on the same way. They believe, they felt very comfortable on the pitch. And at the end, we could change the game. So this is the victory that we got from the last game. And I told them, keep believing, keep playing on the same way. It doesn't matter what is the score, the same that we were losing 2-0 and then after 3-0. It doesn't matter if it's 3-0 for us, exactly the same, because this is the way to believe. Because when you are on the pitch, you have to be convinced on the things that you're doing. And the players, I can see that they felt really comfortable. So, as I said last week, it was a defeat, but for us it was like a victory because of this detail.
Klaus Höfling vom Main Echo.
Hola, senor. This week the Champions League playoffs took place. How disappointed are you that the predecessor didn't keep you in the Champions League? And did you exchange informations with Dennis Schmidt?
No, I didn't change information because now I am busy with as we said, to try to suck everything from my players, to try to that the players, they got all the information and all the knowledge from me to give them tools that they will perform well. That's first, and the rest about what the others they are doing, I don't have any control, so it's not in my hands. So I try to just to be focused on my things. Last week we were talking, if someone is talking about us or someone is worried about us, we have to be focused on us. We have to, and I'm someone here. I would like to say this. I'm in a very beautiful chair. I love my chair. Many wants my chair, and I will give everything for this one because the people that knows me, maybe since let's say 2-3 years ago, if you will ask me, I would say I want to work here in Bundesliga. I was clear on this. I had this inside on me. The reason, well, as a player, I never play here. That's one of the reasons. No, I play in many leagues, but not this one. As a coach, also, I wasn't here. So, of course, I was curious for the level because you are a football country. And at the moment we are talking after the Premier League, that is Germany, and we are there with the coefficient very close with Spain. That's very beautiful to fight for this. And you are a football country. I want to say that I'm not here to give lessons to anyone. Just if you ask me, I am giving you my opinion, what I'm thinking, the way how I work. This is not the best, it's not the worst, it's mine. So I repeat again, I'm not here to give any lesson to anyone. You are a football country, you know a lot of things. But if you ask me, I can tell you mine. And mine is a convinced one, because I'm very convinced on the way how I work. I know what I want and how I want. And I'm not saying that it's the most beautiful, but it's mine. And this is what I try to do here in this club, in this beautiful chair. And I will not stop till I'm going to get the results and the success.
Christopher Michel.
Nina Brown told in the podcast that he feels your trust, that he feels you give him trust. How are you doing this? How are you giving players the trust? What are the keys you are working with?
This is like in life. No, sometimes you have to give a little bit is material. You need material. I gave one bracelet, so I gave a little bit of material. But sometimes the material cannot buy everything. If you buy to your wife a car, okay, you are giving material, but you need to give also love, the feeling, no something else. So it has to be both. I gave the bracelet. He said, okay, thank you very much. But also, I need to give with the convincement, with the options, with the situation that he can improve. This confidence that he needs, because he's a player that I said many times, he's a player that still he doesn't know the position, the possibility that he can on the pitch. And I'm sure that still he can play in many other positions. So maybe I will surprise you in the future. So all this is given to the player this confidence that is necessary to, I will say, to fly. So he's a fantastic player. He has fantastic characteristics, and I will try to convince that he has not a limit. But the same with all the players. We were mentioning a few players, but I am trying with many players, not only with Nene, but Nene. We could see that he made a big change after these two loves. No, one is the feelings from me, no, how we smell when I'm looking to him, and the other is the one material thing that it was to give the bracelet. This is something you say, coach, okay, you are telling me all this, but what else? You're gonna give me something that I can touch? So also he got, and he had the let's say the proud moment to be captain, and not only average game he had in against Bayern Munich in their stadium, so in a beautiful game, so he will remember for all his life for sure.
Felix Breiner, und dann gehen wir zu Julian Franzke vom Kicker.
Albert, you're here now for a few weeks. So how do you feel the change in the team? Do you feel that they are more confident now? What can you give us a little bit of insight in the team? Are they more confident now than when you arrived?
What I feel to the players is now the first, because today we had the session, more offensive session, no, the thing that we will do with the ball, no, the three options, because I like to be flexible tactically. Why? Because this is knowledge for the player, but is also surprise for the opponent. So we need to be ready for different plans. Okay, so I detect that they are open on this, because I insist a lot, be open, to be flexible, because this is surprise. So at the start, I remember the first week, first 10 days, I say, hey, if I'm a winger, don't touch me from my line. Or if I'm a center back, hey, don't touch me from here. But now they love this flexibility, because this is a surprise for the opponent. And also because I'm convincing them that in more positions, you will not play only here, you will play everywhere, and your level will increase. So this conviction that they have, I can see on their eyes that it's much higher. And the second and more important is that, and this one-off sentence that I use with them always, I said, we can lose the ball. I let you to lose the ball, but I don't let you to don't react, that you are desperate to get back the ball. Because dominant teams, they are not only the one that they have the ball, because at some points, I don't know anything that is not losing the ball. At some point, you will lose the ball. What you're doing without the ball, no? And now, because they know that we are starting to be very on preventive defending team that react after losing, they are not scared to lose it. Because you cannot be scared to lose balls. In football, who is not losing balls? We can lose the ball, but we demand a reaction, and we want to get the ball as soon as possible. So now, because they are sure that all the team has this reaction, they are less scared to lose the ball. We have to try. And I demand them to try. To race with the goalkeeper in the box? No, they are not. But in second zone, third zone, I can see that they are more confident. And you heard from me many times, no? The word confidence. Confidence, it gives you 50% more horsepower.
Bitte schön, Julian Franzke und dann gehen wir zu Peter Hess von der FAZ.
Hello, Mr. Riera. One more question to Ritz-Doan. Maybe you can explain. What's the idea to let him play in the midfield and no longer as a winger, or is it not the plan for the next future? Maybe when Can Uzun will return, there are too many offensive players in the center, so he will return to the wing. Maybe you can tell us your thoughts about him.
The point is, if I talk tactically, then I give advantage to the opponent. But I don't want to. We are here from here, and we don't want to give advantage to the other. No, but we are a team. We are one team with the ball and another team without the ball. You already detect this, no? And we are a team that when we have the ball, we need to give the superiority inside. Who is giving this superiority inside for us? I would like that we have only one option. I would like to have more options. Who is giving us the superiority? Is Nene from the fullback? Is the winger inside as a 10 inside? So is Doan starting from the winger? It's which player? So it depends on the characteristics of the players. So when they're asking me how you play, first I ask, and what you are giving me? Give me the ingredients, and I will tell you how I play. So I need the players, I need the characteristics. And then after, if I use Doan now inside and he's giving us the superiority, but let's say that he's not performing there well, I'm not stupid. I will say, hey, listen, no, then it's better outside. So I try to use the characteristics of the players. Who is giving what we need or the team needs to win games? Welcome. If not, we need to be smart. But going to your question is about which player can make the difference with the superiority inside, and also, as I said before, it depends of the player that is gonna give us this situation that help the team.
Peter Hess.
You mentioned it's your first time in the German Bundesliga. After a few weeks, are there big surprises you experienced, and in which kind have they influenced to your approach as a coach, to the preparation of the game or your work as a whole?
Mm-hmm. Surprises zero, because I knew the level. I knew, as I said, it's a football country. It's about organization. I knew all these things that it's, as I said, it's a football country. So I knew already, and here I can say that I confirm that it's like this fantastic country to be in football. And as a coach, of course, I wasn't as a player and I wasn't as a coach. And I'm sure that still I can. Let's say I can read things, still think that I will not say adapt. I don't like to say adapt because football is everywhere. No, it's the same everywhere. But it's true that you see some patterns or you see some situation that they are repeating many times. Especially, I will say that most of the team they are playing man-man situations and teams that they are not scared here to go man-man. Here in Bundesliga, in other leagues, probably the teams that they are half of the table and under, they are more scared to the top 4, top 5. Here, I don't see teams that they are scared. Maybe they play another kind of football or another kind of way how to play, more direct balls. But it's something that still I am learning, or I'm still studying this situation. But a part of the rest, as I said, I'm really happy in this league. As I said, I confirm the competitivity that it's in this country. And one of the things, again, to repeat, that I love the share where I am. I am very happy in this club and with the players that I have at the moment. And just I have one target in my brain, that is to improve these players. I'm not thinking to win points. If I improve my players, I improve these teams, the points will come. So I'm not thinking on the points, because I need to be focused not on the point. The points, if we are doing good, a lot of good things with the ball and without the ball, the points will come.
Und zum Ende kommen der PK, haben hier noch eine Frage von Felix Breiner von RTL.
Yes, I have a question that matters next season. So the IFAB will decide new rules for next season. For example, the VAR will check second yellow cards or corners if a goal results from them, and also new rules against time wasting. In your opinion, does that make football more fair, or is it too much?
Well, two things. I will not be long on this. First, because as you said, for next season, next season. What I'm worried is about, what I'm focused is on Sunday, nothing else. A good training tomorrow, good planned game, and on Freiburg. But on the other way, what I can say is I am for the things that it helps the show. The show what it means. Less wasting time, less situations that are not fair, especially for the team that they want to play. Because I've been in some situations that I can see that my team wants to play. I like rhythm on the game. I like to have the possession and passing, and I want to play. And then to waste time the other team that they don't let you to play your game. And I always hated this. So I am for the thing that it helps the show. Because I said many times, the people, we are in this show, and we are, let's say, the players are the actors, and we are in this game and this beautiful game, and sometimes we are just thinking, win. But don't forget that this is a show. That's why football is the king sport. The people have full stadiums, and what they want is to see all these beautiful things. And if you have that time, 55 minutes, that's ugly. So as you said, if this will help to the spectacle and to the show of football, I'm for this.
Albert, thank you very much. All the best for Sunday. Euch einen schönen Tag, ein schönes Wochenende, und wir sehen uns am Sonntagnachmittag hier im Deutsche Bank Park. Vielen Dank.
Danke.